We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread podcast in the house. Hey!
We'll have a little pop-up. Have everybody over. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. Just all this blackness, and we all just getting together. We playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
And, you know, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights. You know, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to have everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot. More than I could say to you guys.
Government with an update on our pandemic response. In the space of just a few months, our "don't worry bro, it's just the flu" policy has gotten a shit ton of you killed. Some say this tragedy was inevitable, but actually, studies show that if we'd simply responded like other governments who listen to scientists instead of Chuck Woolery and the My Pillow guy, we could have prevented almost all of those deaths. Unfortunately for you, the amount of responsibility we take in doing our job comes to approximately fuck all, which is why we got more of you killed than 50 9/11s. Trump 2020. With a president like this, who needs terrorists? As part of our distract from how many of you were getting killed policy, we'll be telling you the real threat to America is minorities demanding not to be murdered by cops. And to make you feel safe, we've deployed a secret police force to kidnap people off your streets without probable cause. Some call that taking a dump on the Constitution, but we call it law and order. Thanks to all the well-armed militias cheering us on, as we literally do the one thing the Second Amendment was supposed to prevent. What's that? People are looting in the streets? Oh, darling. The real looting is the one we're doing right here. As part of our exploit this crisis to funnel wealth from the poor to the rich policy. Like, remember when we told you COVID was no big deal, so we could buy ourselves just enough time to sell off our personal stocks before the crash which we knew was coming? Phew. Or when we passed the biggest bailout package in history, which funneled shit tons to corporations and easily forgivable loans. We even gave billions to churches bankrupted by sex abuse scandals. Even the I Love Small Government Rand Institute got some of the loot. But hey, don't forget that single barely above minimum wage check we sent you. You know, the one you simply handed over to your landlord to pay the rent, who in turn handed it to a bank to pay their mortgage, which is how we laundered another $1 trillion to banks through the working class. Profits made, profits kept. Now millions of you face homelessness, and 1 in 5 families are going hungry. But look on the bright side. Billionaires regained $500 billion of their wealth. We're not in this together. If you survive till November, be sure to re-elect us so we can get the rest of you killed in the looming climate and extinction crisis. You know, that other crisis we're ignoring and plan to profit from obscenely at your expense. Trump 2020. Fuck you. Of course, we realize that after lying to you, robbing you, and getting your loved ones killed, some of you might be contemplating not voting for us. But don't worry. That's why we've adopted our deregister millions of you policy, as well as our close polling stations, file lawsuits, and let's spread bullshit about voter fraud policy. And if that's still not enough, well, maybe we'll just cancel the election. Trump 2020. Now get back to work, America. Our stocks won't make themselves go up, you pieces of shit. God bless America, except Portland and Chicago.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread, Triple B in the house. We out here. It's the Anchor Crew. We said no more Skeleton Crew. We the Anchor Crew. Joe Jeff, Casey Stork in the house. What's going on, pimp?
Man, we doing it, man. We doing it. Took a little break.
Yeah. Had to do some moving and some other things and whatnot.
People having lives and stuff.
Lives. Even in the year of Corona, people still gotta live.
And so, talking about moves, why don't you go ahead and express yourself?
So this, as we talked about in episode 2 weeks ago, because we took a break. The Weebay Manor is no more. It is now Casa, I guess, Winston. I guess that'll be the name of it.
Go with that.
But no, man, yeah, just packed up, got moved. Shout out to my brother Damon. Came through, helped me move some of the big stuff. But for the most part, I moved on my own, comfortable. Got enough moved and settled enough that my sister's in town. Well, both of them are in town, but the one stayed with me. So that was good. I'll get to see them, especially with this crazy year we're having. So it was beautiful to see them. Haven't seen my little nephew, Sage, since last year when he came to visit when we first moved to the Wee Bay Manor. So very good to see him, and he got to play with his cousins, and it just made me think about being little. And when your cousins came over, it was like the best fucking thing ever. It was better than Christmas. So they definitely had a good time in the apartment. Life is good, Got a job, got a roof over my head, got some cold beer that my sister and my brother-in-law brought up. Can't be mad.
Can't beat that.
No. Not
at all.
What about you, man?
Well, I did a little vacationing last week, which I guess in part was why we canceled last week's episode. Took the babies out to Utah. Mm-hmm. So again, knocking states off my list of 50. I got 47 down. But Utah was pretty cool, man. It was some beautiful scenery there, man. It was well, first and foremost, we went through Colorado. We stopped in Colorado Springs. Mm-hmm. We did Pikes Peak, so that was good for them. Did a little zip lining after that. After zip lining, we made our way a little bit further west, spent the night, then went out to Outchea National Park, and so we did whitewater rafting on the Colorado River. Kids actually got out the boat, swam in the river, so that was pretty cool. Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So saw some canyons, did some bike riding, and then made our way back, man. So that was a nice little memory for the kids.
Nice.
So,
look at you. Because I'm the motherfucking dad of the year.
Yeah, dad of the month.
Dad of the month, whatever.
They going back next week. So, took a little one out swimming today. So I just posted some video.
Right.
So I taught her how to ride a bike earlier in the summer. So now working on swimming. And I trying to send her back as a fully functioning kid.
I saw some of the fruits of that labor when I was over there. I saw that.
Most definitely. So that's what it is. And before it was the Winston household, we had discussed there were contract negotiations.
There were some negotiations, and like I said, we were about to have the. Damn, it would have been. Wow,
the Anchor household. It would have been the Anchor household.
I almost had something real problematic. I don't even know, dog.
There'd been some problematic shit happening over here.
Yeah, but it's gonna be the Anchor household. But then, like I said, with my kids, especially the teenage boys, and then my mom, like really, really talking about coming up here and staying for a little bit. So it was like, damn. I mean. Yeah, I'd say that would have been, it would have definitely been a good time. Definitely good to, come home to your homeboy, talk about life, and then just, it's just good stuff. Like, it reminded me, like, we talked about, like, when you and James lived together, and then, like, when me and Damon lived together, just like, it was always cool to just sit down, talk shit, watch sports, maybe drink a little bit, play dominoes, talk more shit, then go do it
grown
again.
Folks have grown folks priorities.
Yeah.
So we had to make,
my family.
You've got to have sufficient room for your family.
My family want me to make room for these niggas.
Right.
The audacity of these niggas.
No doubt.
So we started off. Hopefully you listen to these intros, but it's a good intro because it's basically laughing at all the shit that we didn't do, even though it's sad and people have died and continue to die. We're gonna cover one of the more well-known personalities that has passed recently due to coronavirus complications. But it's hilarious, and I think the big thing is because now they have flipped it to where the work. I mean, they haven't even flipped it, but it's always been government or whoever. They always turn the working class on each other. So now you have these people who are shitting on people who are getting $600 dollars extra in unemployment. They talking about, well, they make more than me. And it's like, yeah, ain't that bad? Instead of shitting on them, why don't you talk to your fucking employer who's underpaying you?
Straight up.
You know what I'm
saying?
This
is a problem.
It's a problem. It always kills me. There should be no way that I make more money staying at home than someone who is working a full 40-hour gig. That ain't on the people staying at home. That's on the government, and that's on people who have allowed minimum wage to sink at a level to where no one who makes minimum wage can live in any state without at least having at least two jobs. Mm-hmm. That's a problem. That's a fucking problem. But anyway,
that is a problem. What kind of struck me in that video was the whole Portland situation. And I really haven't kept my ears to the ground on what's going on in Portland. I'm sure it's just carryover from what's been happening for the last 2 months. But you've got federal forces in Portland that are coming to quell, quote unquote, rioting and really addressing, you know what I'm saying, peaceful protesters in the same. They're not being discriminatory in the way they're using force.
No.
And we'll talk about that a little bit later with William Barr. But you know, we've got these Second Amendment gun nuts who have always said we want to keep our guns because we don't want government overreach.
Yep.
To come in and be using force upon us. We want to keep our militias so we can stay safe and stay independent. And so your moment's here. Ain't this your moment?
Oh, Joe, but those are brown people and women in the streets. We don't care about that.
Nah, in Portland, it might be some brown people. It's some women.
It's a lot of women. Not in Portland. Well, Portland has some brown people. I mean,
some, but I'm saying I think you've got just Antifa.
I guess I'm saying as opposed to the whole state of Washington out there, yeah, which is
Oregon, yeah. But,
yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Oregon. But yeah, it's it ain't a lot, but it's more than the rest of the state. But yeah, I definitely feel something.
Right, it's people out there in the streets for their rights, and so I guess the Second Amendment's not for that.
Nah.
Even the Bill of Rights is to protect rights.
Nah.
Whatever.
It's not for brown people. It's not for white people who care about brown people or for women. Definitely not.
It is. Not doing that. So,
but it's crazy. And then how no one, and I guess people are talking about it because it's on my Twitter feed, but my Twitter feed is cultivated for me. But when I go to work, people ain't talking about it at all. That there are fucking. It seems like something you would see in a movie about Central America or some shit like that, where they got these drop squads just rolling up on civilians and putting them in cars. Mm-hmm. It's the first time I saw. I think when the first video came out about a month ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, when they first started videotaping that, and I was like, man, this dude's hopping out of an unmarked minivan in fatigues. This is like some Nicaragua, Central America type shit, bro, where it's just snatching up Americans and you going wherever the hell we say you're going.
Well, Trevor Noah from The Daily Show basically said, and I think he said it a long time ago, but after Trump came out and talked about delaying election, he's like this dude was an African dictator. Yeah. he's laying out the pathology right now of authoritarianism, and so look, maybe just as a suggestion, maybe we shouldn't have the election.
I know, and don't nobody blink an eye.
And so at the same time, we out here using federal troops to quell peaceful protests. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, man.
Yeah, and we talked about it, like Joe Biden is like neither one of our favorites. Maybe I like him more than you. Yeah, whatever. We can go to the past episodes and you can hear the audio and make the judgment call on that. But I'm at work and people are like, I can't believe Joe Biden said Donald Trump. I'm like, I can't believe Donald Trump is snatching up American citizens and y'all niggas ain't saying nothing about it.
Right. Yeah, that's sad.
That's
super
crazy.
sad.
That's crazy, man. But hey, it's the world we live in, and it's getting
they're gonna come for our guns.
And then and let's not forget that federal quote unquote police or investigators have been sent to Kansas City Operation. Is it Legend? I believe, but what they spell it, Legend.
I forget what the name of it was, but yeah, that was the mayor was like, huh?
Because it's like capital LE, capital GEND, and I think it's named after a young boy who was killed due to, I believe, gang violence or something. So I think that's
right. I think the mayor probably said something to the governor, and the governor kicked that up to the president because the governor's a Republican.
Yeah.
And so this is an opportunity to go into a Democratic city.
Yeah.
And assert federal authority. I don't know.
But what about states' rights? Where are my Confederate flags?
The state did it. It was the governor who probably kicked it up to the president.
No, I get that, but I'm talking about as far as like individual civilians saying, "Hey,
individual liberties." Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we don't want. Where are my Confederate flag? Where it was to say, "Hey, we don't want the federal government coming here telling us what to do."
And then they came in lying about the numbers. They said they had solved like 2,000 crimes or something in the span of like 2 weeks.
I saw
what?
That shit. I saw that shit. I said, man, they'll go the fuck back to Washington with this bullshit. I put my phone down, went back to cleaning my apartment, dog. I said, I'm not doing this right now. I can't. Oh, shit. But, hey, some wisdom.
Hey, Twitter world, it's me, yours truly. Well, it's hot here in Las Vegas, so I'm sitting around my house watching TV, and I got to tell you, it's getting kind of depressing. Watching politics on TV, I've never seen it so divisive, so hateful. And now we got a lot of politics coming into sports. I remember you can go to the arena, bring your kids there, and guess what? You got away from all of that crap. You just went there to watch good, healthy competition. I do recall when I first noticed politics in sports, it was Tommy Smith and John Carlos, two guys who I was friendly acquaintance with, competed against them all through college, and they were in Mexico City, and they did the thing that I didn't think was such a big deal when I first saw it, but it became a big deal. These were good, honest guys, and they were doing what they thought was right, and trust me, they suffered from that. 4 years later, we had the tragedy of Munich at the Munich Olympics, and I was doing a movie in South Africa right after that, and the big deal there was they were trying to boycott, the world was trying to boycott South Africa from the 76 Olympics because of apartheid. What was surprising, it was the Russians leading the way on that boycott, not America. Jimmy Carter, shortly after that, boycotted the Russian Olympics, and then the Russians boycotted our L.A. Olympics, and it was horrible because I would think back as a kid seeing the Olympics and watching those Russian athletes and American athletes hug and exchange pins. I even remember an American hammer thrower named Connolly married a Czech discus thrower. They fell in love and got married. It showed that people can get along despite their country's politics. Earl Warren, the Supreme Court justice in the 50s, he wrote, and I read, he said he reads the sports pages first because you read about man's accomplishments in the sports pages and his downfall in the rest of the paper. That seemed pretty apropos about what's happening now. Take care. Stay safe.
Once again, I said,
OJ
didn't do that shit.
Hey, that nigga James listening right now, that nigga done slammed down his sandwich, dog. I can't believe these niggas done played this video after I told him, fuck OJ. Where was this nigga at?
He out here in the streets, bro.
Hey, dog. OJ living his best life, dog. I'm sure he listened to that fucking song every morning when he get up, dog. Living my best life.
Indeed.
I ain't worried about none of you niggas. Yeah, that's OJ.
OJ the Jews man.
But it's like when he makes a good point, like when you move government out of the way or the flags out of the way and we're just humans competing, it's just a competition, right? And it's all love, right? It's all just love. Like we here with the best, supposedly the best of the best when it comes to the Olympics in our Trojan event, and we're going to compete. And when it's all said and done, somebody going to win, and it's going to be love. I'll push you, you push me type of thing.
Like when I'm in practice or, coaching in general, I'm telling people how to persevere. I'm telling people how to be consistent, be a stand-up type of person, tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you say you're going to do something, do it, work your hardest, all that type of stuff. And that shit doesn't apply to the fucking political world at all.
It doesn't.
Like, no, you supposed to, if you don't lie, what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I just, to me, OJ is telling some truth there, man. Even though a lot of people don't fuck with OJ.
I fuck with it because he's making people mad.
Well, you fuck with OJ for that reason. You know what I'm saying? Whether he did it or he didn't do it, he ain't do it.
If he didn't do it, he definitely got the receipt for the nigga he paid to do it, and that's why I'm gonna leave it.
That's just coincidence.
It's a coincidence, but yeah, like you said, man, sports teaches us a lot, but it's so crazy how people get their personal agendas and they make sports so divisive. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's just people on the field who you've come to be, I guess, quote unquote, entertained, who are the best at their craft. But then you start putting and adding your personal thing to it and all this other stuff. So yeah, definitely crazy.
And on a personal, I forgot OJ was a world class sprinter too.
I forgot about that too. 'Cause I was like, what do you mean he was at the Olympics? Oh yeah. That
well, I don't think he was at the Olympics, but I think he ran at USC.
Yeah, USC, because he's talking about.
I think Tommy Smith and John Carlos were at USC too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he mentioned it in the beginning. Or in the beginning.
Well, no, I'm saying he competed. I know he competed against them, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking they might have been training partners. I don't know.
Yeah,
but they were contemporaries on the track as well.
The nigga was fast. So. We did know that for sure.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah.
I remember him jumping over the seats in the airport.
Yeah, the Hertz.
Yeah.
But speaking of people who not listening and not doing the right thing, Herman Cain. So, if you don't know the backstory, Herman Cain attended the Tulsa rally. Was it Tulsa?
Yeah, it was in Tulsa.
Yeah, Tulsa rally that Fat Nixon, a.k.a. Donald Trump, had. And he was caught on video around a bunch of, I guess, the blacks for Trump congregation. No mask, kicking it.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. It's like
in an arena full of people in the middle of a pandemic.
So I don't get it. What's I don't know. Why the need to say just fuck the mask?
Because I'm willing to die for this shit.
And he did.
Yes, for the cause.
I mean, he's the old black man that probably could have saved them people during our Duck Boat episode, but. Like, you want to say, I wish there was an old black man in that arena that could have told them people to put a mask on.
Everybody put a mask on. Yeah, look at the old black man. He don't know what to...
Former CEO.
He needed an older black man to tell him to put the mask on, to tell everybody else to put the mask on.
So is it that you just fought? Because, like, of course, you know, I know he came to the public light when he had his little run, and his CEO, former CEO for Godfather's Pizza, and he's, you know, pretty successble. And
999 and all that.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that the Republican Party liked him for was because he was like on the, well, if I use the Obama healthcare plan, I'll lose all this money. Now I got to pay, you know, God forbid I pay for the people who work for me to be fucking properly insured, you know. But and now this nigga dead.
You know the biggest tragedy about this?
Yeah.
Why wasn't there a warning? Why didn't somebody explain to the people going to Tulsa that there was the airborne virus that was killing thousands of people, and it was probably in your best interest to wear a mask or not go?
Oh, you mean the waiver that they had to agree to as part of the tickets they bought to go to the fucking?
So there's.
Niggas was aware. They were just like, fuck it. America,
I just America. I just wish they were informed. I just you know, it's sad.
Yeah, he was It was crazy though. It's like Trump ain't said shit about it. You peeped that? And he was the co-chair for Black Voice.
He tweeted, you know, condolences.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know. Do we know that he got sick at the rally?
Yeah, I was going to say that there has been speculation as far as where and when he got sick. But let's say he got sick somewhere else, he was still at a rally with coronavirus with no mask on.
Yes. And the timeline suggests that could have been the reason.
Yeah,
So,
I mean the timeline suggests, but so like somebody was trying to debate how we know he got it there. I'm like, well, let's say he didn't get it there, but the nigga is still there, with coronavirus positive or COVID positive, but no mask
affecting
on.
everybody else. Yeah,
sitting
affecting other people.
With more, he had like 6 people within the 6 foot range next to him.
Oh yeah, like family members or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, but
so it's like, but that's what happens, on social media. People get into these debates about other weird shit, and you're just like, yeah, I see what you're trying to do, but even if that was true, he was still had COVID in a closed indoor event with no mask on.
yes,
So that's that.
just breathing on everybody.
But still rest in peace. He's still a black man. I think
Only somebody would have told him.
if only an older black man had came from the future. If only Marty McFly had came from the future, like, no. Hey, you know what? If only he had listened to what's his doctor's name? Blah blah blah. Emmanuel. Well, her last name's Emmanuel. Emmanuel. Stella Emmanuel, a pediatrician and a religious minister who has had a history of making bizarre claims about medical topics and other issues. She has often claimed that gynecological problems like cysts and endometriosis are in fact caused by people having sex in their dreams with demons and witches. This is your pediatrician, bro. This is your fucking pediatrician. Bruh, nigga, I wish one of my kids' pediatrician, I see her face online under this. I'm like, oh no, we not going here no more. Oh, hold on, it's not it. She alleges alien DNA is currently used in medical treatments and that scientists are cooking up a vaccine to prevent people from being religious. I don't know how you would do that. And despite appearing in Washington, D.C. to lobby Congress on Monday, she has said that the government is run in part not by humans but reptilians and other aliens.
What do you gotta do to get stripped of your license?
You gotta kill a lot of people. Cause you can't just if you kill 1 or 2 people, yeah, you gotta kill a lot of people, or you have to be just willfully, stupidly, just ignorant and neglect. Even then, though, you can probably
Nigga, that shit sound like malpractice like a motherfucker, man. I don't know, bro. All I know but so here's my thing. So why wasn't Herman Cain on that hydroxychloroquine? It should have been on it. It should have been on it. If it's saving people. Yeah, he has. He had some. You know, if we did an autopsy right now, he got hydroxychloroquine in his system.
So I'm still trying to figure out. She's a pediatrician. So who are all these patients that she had that she treated with the hydroxychloroquine?
Especially since kids don't get COVID.
That's
right?
That's what they've been telling me.
Because it's okay to open schools because kids don't get COVID.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe I don't know if she's gotten pulled because of the, I know there's a lot of nurses we had a nurse that went down to Houston because there's a shortage down there. That's a hotbed. People getting pulled to help out.
She from Houston? Wasn't she from Houston?
She is. I believe she is from Houston. A Houston doctor, yeah.
Houston doctor.
So maybe she's being pulled because she's a physician. Because she's still a medical doctor to help out, but I don't know.
Yeah, she might be a witch doctor.
Damn, it's all bad.
She out here got shrunken heads in her fucking office, man. I don't know. She just said you don't need a mask. That's all she's saying. Yes.
Yeah, she know the cure. So she is a registered physician in Texas, according to Texas Medical Board database, and operates a medical clinic out of a strip mall next to her church, Firepower Ministries. Emmanuel was born in Cameroon and received her medical degree in Nigeria. My sister's a racist. She was like, these damn African doctors. I ain't gonna say nothing though. And GoFundMe Legal Defense Fund.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, you off mic. Stop talking. We was talking about it last night, and Misha was like, she probably an African doctor. I was like, well, she is, and that's racist. Or I don't know if that's racist, but goddamn it, nigga, that's some American exceptionalism. If I ain't never seen it. Oh shit. So yeah. Anyway, We moving on. I don't. It's hard. I mean, it's not hard, but I don't want to shit on that black man. But he was. He
man,
didn't.
I thought it was a woman, wasn't it?
I was talking about the Herman Cain shit before we.
Herman Cain, yeah.
He's a woman,
yeah.
and hey, that's your doctor, man. Good luck. Good luck to your kids.
Yes.
Why do I have cysts on my ovaries? Are you fucking the demons?
Are you in your sleep?
Are you fucking the demons in your sleep? All right, man. Hold on.
Guns.
Oh shit.
On June
Attorney
1st,
General
I
Barr,
was
you
worried
seem
about
to
the
be
District of
engaging
Columbia,
in
which is
protests
federal.
in certain parts of the country. You're very aware of those, but when protesters with guns and swastikas and
I am
Confederate
aware of
flags, excuse me,
protesters
Mr.
in
Barr,
the
this
federal
is my
government.
time and I control it. You are aware of certain kinds of protesters, but in Michigan, when protesters carry guns and Confederate flags and swastikas and call for the governor of Michigan to be beheaded and shot and lynched, somehow you're not aware of that. Somehow you didn't know about it, so you didn't send federal agents in to do to the president's supporters what you did to the president's protesters. In fact, you didn't put pepper balls on those protesters. So the point I'm trying to make here, Mr. Barr, that I think is very important for the country to understand, is that there is a
I don't know why pepper balls made me laugh. Sorry.
real discrepancy in how you react as the Attorney General, the top cop in this country, when white men with swastikas storm a government building with guns. There is no need for the president to, quote, activate you because they're getting the president's personal agenda done. But when black people and people of color protest police brutality, systemic racism, and the president's very own lack of response to those critical issues, then you forcibly remove them with armed federal officers, pepper bombs, because they are considered terrorists by the president. You take an aggressive approach to Black Lives Matter protests, but not to right-wing extremists threatening to lynch a governor if it's for the president's benefit. Did I get it right, Mr. Barr?
June
Attorney
1st,
General
I
Barr,
was
you
worried.
Laying to his fat ass.
These are questions.
These are questions. I mean, the thing is, everybody see it, but it's like them white dudes up in Michigan, dog, with big ass weaponry in the state house,
like screaming in people's face.
In people's face.
Yeah.
I mean, it was inside the state house where these members of the state body meet with all this weaponry, bro, and ain't nobody say it. It didn't nobody saying nothing.
Because those were Americans protesting.
Oh, you're right. Because Portland ain't American.
Because what we say, God bless America, except for Portland and Chicago.
Except for Portland and Chicago, fuck them. They gotta go. And maybe I guess a little bit Minneapolis. They can go too. Shit, I guess I don't know.
All of it. So
just keep a look on that, and then also just keep a watch on people who seem to react one way. That's my biggest thing at work.
I mean, I've already told y'all, man, that William Barr is a getaway driver, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's the Hamburglar, nigga.
Yeah. He didn't let Roger Stone off the hook. Well, he was complicit in that. Yeah. No, they was checking him on that. They was like, now when he was going through his confirmation hearings, they asked him if a president, hypothetically speaking, were to, as reward for not speaking out in a criminal proceeding, pardon that person or promise a pardon, how would you feel about that as Attorney General? He was like, no, that'd be a crime.
Yep.
And so now they pressed him on that. Like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean?
I ain't say nothing. Look, I ain't say that.
I mean, you got the tape? Oh, I said it, but that doesn't apply here.
No, that was out of context.
Roger Stone? I mean, no, he was old.
I thought you was asking.
You don't put old people in jail.
I thought you was asking specifically if a black president did that. If a black president did that, yes, that would be a crime. But if a white president does that, no, sir, not at all.
It is. Well, I gotta do they align with my political leanings? I think that's.
Yeah, that's what all it is. But I mean, it's crazy. Like you say, I definitely watching the energy of people who react certain ways to certain things. Like when people got guns in one place, when it's just people just walking down the street getting that she hit in the face as she put it pepper balls. Yeah, but you ain't got shit to say when you got federal police in camouflage. And this is the thing that kills me, right? And I think we mentioned it on the other one when Frank was on that there's a reason that even when you're overseas and deployed, even when we were training the Iraqi police, I mean, I trained some of their medics. They don't wear camouflage. They wear police uniforms because they are acting as police, not military members. There's a reason why police should not have fucking fatigues or green shit because you're not a quote unquote soldier. You're a police officer who has been sworn to protect the members of your local community. You should not be seen as such. So this is very crazy, very dicey. Police just running up out of nowhere, no names, no badge, and they got a flak vest on that says police. But I'm supposed to trust them. So this is crazy. You know what? Let's move on to some better news.
Let's do it.
Better news. Oh shit! Patrick Mahomes joins Kansas City Royals ownership group.
We saw a meme. What it said? Literally, the only person having a good 2020
is Patrick Mahomes, bro.
It's Patrick Mahomes.
It's Patrick Mahomes. Hold on, let me see if this.
He's crushing 2020.
This clip.
There's a new member of the Royals ownership group. You may have heard of him. Patrick Mahomes.
I have a feeling. KMBC9's Len Jennings has details now on the youngest owner in pro sports.
Hey, I know that guy. Yeah, he's a pretty good quarterback. Mahomes is a 24-year-old quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, and he now owns part of the Royals team right across the sports complex. Royals chairman John Sherman made the announcement today. He says, along with the rest of Kansas City, I have watched Patrick compete and become an extraordinary leader both on and off the football field. Mahomes says, this opportunity allows me to deepen my roots in this community, which is something I'm excited to do. This comes about 3 weeks after Mahomes signed a 10-year extension with the Kansas City Chiefs worth up to $500 million. Mahomes is familiar with pro baseball. His dad, Patrick Sr., pitched in the big leagues for 11 years.
I mean, really couldn't happen to. I mean, as far as we know, couldn't happen to a better dude. He really seems to be pretty level-headed kid, pretty humble, even though having exceptional fucking talent. You know, he's very humble.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, how many 24-year-olds are afforded the opportunity to own a major franchise?
I don't know any.
And then how many are African American?
I don't know many, if any.
And this nigga still ain't even really hit the prime of his NFL career.
He is still ticking upwards. That's what's scary. He is still ticking upwards as far as where your mind for the game and physically where you at meet, and then that's when you're at the peak. He's still ticking upward. That's scary.
That is scary, man. So, you know, and he's recently come into $500 million.
$500 million.
So, you know, we got a new ownership group in Kansas City on the Royal side of the parking lot.
For sure.
And so they're looking for people to join in, and why not get the young, the fucking next mayor of Kansas City.
Probably. and shout out to his day one, even though my sisters were shading her for being average. Shout out to his day one. Yeah, man, congrats to her too. Cause when she was dating this nigga, when he was coming up through Texas Tech, nobody saw this. Nobody saw this.
I mean, I was like, she might say NFL quarterback.
Yeah, he see NFL quarterback because he at Texas Tech. He putting up because that was a knock though, right? Texas Tech is a system. Everybody play quarterback there.
System quarterback.
They put up 1 million fucking yards every season. That was the knock on it, right? But when you watch the tape though, you just like, it's something. That's a little different than this nigga just dropping back in the pocket throwing a 5-yard out. There's a lot more than that happening on that field right now.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, shit. He was the second quarterback taken in the draft. I personally was looking at the Clemson quarterback that's down in Houston. What's his name?
Oh, Deshaun.
Watson.
Yeah.
I was looking at Watson. You know, I'm a college football fan, but not a good one. You know what I'm saying? I pay very little attention to people outside of my squad.
I feel you.
And so I knew Deshaun Watson. I knew the type of winner he was, and I was like, let's go get. If we trading up, we about to go get Deshaun Watson. They said, nah, man, we didn't do the homework. We didn't do the research. We going with Pat. And that's why I'm not a GM in the NFL.
That's why we are not GMs, and that's why everybody just need to be quiet and trust Andy sometime.
That's all.
True. He may. I mean, but now you can't say it saying he's won the big one. But the knock on him was he should playoffs, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't about to win the Super Bowl. Everybody need to calm down and trust.
He knew what he needed.
Yeah, everybody.
He went and got what he needed.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, you said the shit. So like, I'm just like I don't. Me and Damon talked about like as the fan on the outside, I don't want them to rush back for the season and people get sick. If they do come back, I don't even see how they can do it. But you know, if they choose that, that's fine. But yeah, just being in the era of Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Jackson, just watching them go at it throughout that's. Coronavirus is fucking it up, dog. Because it's about to be some black QB agenda going on for the next 3 or 4 years, bro.
Well, that kind of brings us to the next video, though.
It kind of do. Yeah,
look at that segue.
Look at that segue. Damn. But yeah, I'm using my phone for the hotspot. As I said, I just moved, so I don't have real internet. So give it a second. Oh, it was loaded earlier, but I did have to reboot, didn't I? Because of technology.
I'm shocked, but I guess I shouldn't be shocked, Jenny, considering what you just read. But I am, Skip. They're under no guise, and Skip, and that's not to diminish anything, because I think Lamar Jackson deserved to win the MVP last year. You look at the season he had, you look at his team success, you look at they broke the rushing title for a team. Lamar Jackson last year deserved to be the MVP. So we're not debating that. That's not the issue. The issue, we have before us, who is the best player in the NFL? It's Patrick Mahomes. If you redraft right now, it says, okay, everybody, you get one player. You can have any player you want. It's hard for me to see a scenario. Patrick Mahomes isn't number one on the lion's share of the ballot. I'm going to say 30 of the 32, 31 of the 32 ballots, he will be first. Maybe Seattle says, you know what, we like what we got in Russ. He's been here for a decade.
They might.
We're good with that, Skip. Mm-hmm. But when you look at what Patrick Mahomes has done over the last 2 seasons, as Jenny mentioned in the read, Skip, a guy finished fourth in the top 100 in 2019, considering he's the second guy to ever throw for 5,000 yards and have 50 touchdowns in the very same season. And he finished fourth. So, Skip, and I don't want to get too bogged down in when the voting goes out, because I read an article, it says the voting goes out like late November, early December, around the Pro Bowl ballots. And then I went back and Steve and I, my chief research guy, we saw an article said it went out sometime between November and April. If this ballot went out after the playoffs and Patrick Mahomes is not number one, everybody that voted is a fool.
Yeah, we can stop right there. Everybody that voted is a fool. How is this nigga not the number one player in the fucking league? How is he not?
Because Jackson's the MVP.
I get it. Like Shannon, dog. I get it. I don't know.
I don't. That was me playing devil's advocate.
I can't even explain it. I get but black QB agenda. Yeah, Jackson. They're both one of a kind athletes, quarterbacks. But Patrick Mahomes is such a more well-rounded, well-balanced quarterback to me.
Yeah, I saw some statistics showing the first 2 seasons of Jackson versus first 2 seasons of Mahomes. And Jackson's numbers, exceed what Mahomes did. But we forget that Mahomes only quarterbacked 1 game in his rookie year.
Yep.
And his numbers were right behind Jackson's after Jackson did damn near a full season his rookie year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you. I think in his first 2 seasons, Jackson had 3 losses in the regular season.
Right.
2 of the motherfuckers came to the Chiefs.
Right.
And Pat Mahomes.
Go home.
I don't know what we talking about. I don't know what we talking about here.
And I said, people could. Of course, we are biased. We have an agenda. We are Chiefs fans. You should know that if you've been listening to the podcast. And yes, both of these quarterbacks, the team does not make it to the playoffs, or definitely don't make it to the Super Bowl, even get close to it, if these two are not at the helm as far as quarterback. So I get all that. I get all those arguments, but when you look at the fucking tape, bro, yes, Lamar Jackson does some shit on the field that Patrick Mahomes can't do, but Patrick Mahomes does some shit on the field that nobody in the fucking league can do. He make passes in windows and at angles that nobody in the fucking league can do. And his little fat ass can when need be, he's a little bumblebee. That little nigga, he can run. He got enough little speed to beat your defensive end and then put the pressure on your cornerback and safety to say, are you going to come up and make a tackle, or am I going to run and get 15, 20 yards?
That was the little scramble he had in the Titans game was pretty decisive in putting us into the Super Bowl.
Pretty fucking decisive. So I get it. Is he as pretty, or pardon me, as the language goes, is he as sweet looking running the ball as Lamar Jackson? No one is. Lamar Jackson is a running back that has a quarterback's arm. Mm-hmm. But when you're talking about just this overall looking at the tape and seeing the things that fucking Patrick Mahomes does, bro, it's ridiculous.
Jackson's gonna have to come out of that style, man.
Oh yeah, we talked about we were talking about it at work. Like, they definitely need to get him a deeper threat, and he definitely needs to develop his little 15 to 20 yard route throwing. Because
like you know, we know Mike Vick was that same dude 20 years ago, and Vick had to evolve. Yeah. Another Andy Reid disciple was McNabb. Yeah. McNabb used to run a little bit in his early days, but that dude strictly a passer towards the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but strictly a pass towards the end. I think McNabb is much more closer to Patrick Mahomes than he was Lamar Jackson as far as scrambling and running to create a passing lane versus Lamar Jackson. Once I get outside, it's housework, nigga. Mm-hmm. I'm out. So,
but he's gonna get injured at some point, man.
Yeah, no, I agree because he's not that big. He's not. You look at Cam Newton, who is a fucking freak, and that nigga's back stay cooked. You know what I'm saying? And he makes outside linebackers look little. Yeah. And Lamar Jackson ain't that fucking big at all.
Right.
So you definitely got to develop that arm talent, because he has a hell of an arm as far as his deep ball, but he's just like his mid passing game is like a little bit off. That's what I think. He works on that. They get him a deep threat because they already got the tight ends, and they got who's that boy Snead, who gets open underneath a lot.
I'm gonna give it to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's like, whatever, nigga. I don't know. But yeah, they got Snead. I don't know.
Nigga, do they play for the Chiefs?
No.
Yeah.
Touche.
Fuck if I know.
Touche. So I don't know the tight end's name, but they got like 2 or 3 tight ends that are pretty fucking good, and they got Snead. They just don't have that real deep threat, and he also got to develop that mid range game. But yeah, and I don't want to see him get hurt either. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, hopefully he starts.
But I'm saying if he continues in this path, it's inevitable.
Yeah, for sure.
It's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? His game has to adapt.
You got to. So we'll see. Hopefully, he becomes more of a McNabb where I got the wheels, but this is just so I can buy 3 more seconds outside the pocket instead of trying to run around and shit. Right.
Yeah. I mean, it should probably be 70-30 pass versus run.
Yeah, because they had some games where he ran the ball like what 30 plus times.
It's stupid amount of times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm talking about like running back numbers, nigga. Like wing T running back numbers, nigga. Nebraska.
Nigga, you be hard pressed to find a tailback get 30 carries a game.
Hard pressed.
Especially
in this age, nigga. Especially in this age. So,
nigga, I don't know what's his name down in Tennessee. I don't know if he getting 30 touches like that.
Oh, you talking about
Henry?
Nah. He made this year. Didn't he sign a contract? So he might this year.
Oh, he's trying to get that money's worth out of here.
Come on, Biggin. We didn't use you to the end of the season. We know better now. We starting up front with your big ass.
Dude, 30 touches a game is that nigga. That's so 90s.
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So 30 touches a game, and you trying to pass the ball? Okay, that's a lot of homework. I'm good. Let's keep it moving. Oh shit. I don't know if y'all been keeping up, but Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, they supposed to have a fight September 12th.
Yes.
8-round exhibition match at Dignity Health Sports Park.
At a park? Are they going?
Yeah, that's what it say. Dignity Health Sports Park.
They ain't gonna sell no tickets to that motherfucker, are they?
I don't know.
Cause I mean, I've been watching. I've seen a little bit of ESPN shit. They go in a little ballroom, and they ain't but like the essential folks in there, and it's two niggas squared up in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And the cameras. I can't see them being selling tickets to this thing.
Oh, they got a little hype video. Let's see. What's this hype video talking about? Oh shit.
I think Herman Cain.
Hold on.
I think Herman Cain probably bought his tickets. His tickets are probably up for sale.
Oh shit, Herman Cain.
Too soon.
Human beings are not meant to be humble.
Unbelievable.
We're not born to be humble. We're born to be humble.
Hold on, man. What are these ads? What's this ad here? Who's the better president, Obama or Trump? Who give a fuck? And Trump ain't good. Get the fuck out of here.
Nigga, hey, stay focused, bro. Stay focused.
I'm trying to, dog. This ad ain't going away.
Everybody know. It's okay here.
Let me stop. Y'all get it. Can't nobody see it but me and Joe. It's a promo video. It'll be in the thing. Mike Tyson hitting these bags real hard for like 10 seconds. I don't know what that translates to as far as an 8-round exhibition fight.
No, Roy Jones working the speed bag. That's all we see from him.
Roy Jones working the speed bag. Hold on, I gotta look up something real quick. We mentioned it.
I'm looking at this thing. This might have been real cool 15 years ago.
Real cool 15 years ago, yes.
I don't know though. Like at the time though, Roy wasn't at the weight class. Like he fought like one heavyweight fight.
Right.
Whereas, said Mike, maintained that belt for several years, lost it, came back, had some, some heavyweight fights against some of the legends.
Right.
Roy had one heavyweight fight. Now he won it, and he got a belt, but he spent his time lower down. Now, I don't know what their weight looked like since then.
I don't either. I know Mike has lost a little bit, but once again, like I said, I don't know what's their condition.
Well, I mean, they've been working out. Mike been in the gym. We've been hearing stories and rumblings about him for the last few,
Mike 54
months.
Years old.
Niggas, it's 54 versus 51.
54. These niggas just old.
I mean, you done seen the old nigga fight at the fucking corner store. Nigga, you said you was gonna go in there. You was gonna pay for that night train.
Dog, I don't know. I don't even get it, dog.
I mean, niggas don't want to let it go.
I'm trying to see.
Look at George Foreman, man. George Foreman made his comeback.
Yeah, but didn't Roy get knocked out a few times there near the end?
Roy was getting slept.
That's what I'm saying, dog. That nigga brain can't be right.
Dude, I remember watching the Tarver fight, man. I was over somebody's crib watching the Tarver fight. Like, nah, my boy Roy. That nigga, he came in so strong too. That nigga came in after winning the heavyweight belt against Ruiz.
I remember.
And they lifted like 8 belts in the air that this nigga held at the time. And like, Tarver ain't got a chance in this motherfucker. Tarver put that nigga straight to sleep. Did he fall out the ring?
I think so.
Smooth.
I remember it wasn't good, dog. That's all I remember. Like, I was like, thank goodness this is before Twitter was hot, dog, because that nigga would have been.
He'd have been a meme.
He got memed the fuck up.
Oh man, and that when it though, Roy be going to sleep a lot since then too, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He's been knocked out like 2 or 3 times.
Nigga, like 6, 7, like dude.
You watch more than me, so yeah, I mean,
I keep up with like niggas you don't even know was giving him the business after a while. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I just remember
he needed to sit down. He needed to sit down. So now he going up against another dude who sat down for a long period of time. Let's be clear. Mike wasn't young Mike towards the end of his career either.
No, this nigga was chewing up niggas' earlobes. and doing all kind of dumb shit at the end of his career.
I think we watched that fight together, didn't we?
I think so. It was just like
over at D Black in them house.
Yeah, it's just like, oh no, this nigga chewing on his earlobe. This is no good. This is no good.
No good. But I mean, he was getting bullied. Nigga, he bullied me.
He bullied me. That nigga said my back broken.
Spinal.
It's spinal. My back's broke. So
he was getting pushed around towards the end of his career too, man.
So yeah, good luck to both of them. Hopefully,
look. If I find somebody that got to fight, or find some venue or whatever they got to fight, nigga, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I mean, if I can find somebody to get it, or on one of these apps I can find it, yeah, I'll check it out. But I ain't paying them $40. They want $49. Oh no.
No. They ain't. Nigga, they 49 years old. We gonna pay
$49 for this shit. Nope. Yeah. So it's so basically it's the battle of the watch niggas. That's basically what this is coming down to.
This shit would have been real cool about 15 years ago.
About 15 years ago, it'd been great. But
the thing that made Roy special was his speed. You can't tell me this 51-year-old nigga got that kind of speed no more, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He was unorthodox. I remember he's unorthodox. He talked about how he would watch chickens, and that's kind of how he got his style.
Yeah.
You know, but without the speed, you just a nigga doing the chicken head.
Right. He would come in at awkward angles. Yeah. He would attack when he wasn't expected to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be able to do that against Mike at this advanced age, man.
Especially if Mike just like come in on, I only got so much in the gas tank. He come out like old Mike, where he just, as soon as they say ding, he just torpedo across the ring and start hitting you in the face.
Why wouldn't he? Because he's not fighting no tall, big heavyweight like he was. No. He's fighting Roy. Roy might be heavyweight now, but he in his prime, he wasn't no true heavyweight. No. You know what I'm saying?
No. And then like you said, and like you pointed out, it doesn't behoove him to put on the weight when his game is a lot of speed.
Yeah.
So
it ain't like Mike was slow. Like Mike was quick in short spaces. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that nigga was definitely the fucking bull in the china shop, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna be the nigga that was gonna like dance and pop, his stick and move. Mm-mm. But he was quick in them short spaces. You know what I'm saying? If he corner Roy, man, Roy's been known to go to sleep.
Yeah, he is definitely the atomic bomb of boxers. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm interested. I'm gonna check it out.
Yep. Well, I couldn't find anything. I know somebody had mentioned that Roy may have had some showing early signs of Parkinson's, but I couldn't find anything to make it true. But like we pointed out, though, he did get knocked out like at least 4 or 5 times in his career. So that's never good when you get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, from what I understand, once you get knocked out once, the second time is not as hard to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So we'll see how they go.
Move to some dumb shit. You seen this video of this woman who now hold on. I'm all about wearing the mask, right? But if people are out and about eating, don't be the dumbass that comes up to them and tell them to pull their mask up while they're eating.
So, we talked about that shit the other week.
So it's another woman. A woman maced a couple who were eating, obviously without a mask, at a San Diego dog park. The video picks up in the middle of the action. It appears the woman in the mask went nuts on the couple for not covering their faces with masks. Thing is, they were eating lunch as they watched their 3-month-old pug play in the park. According to the couple, the woman called them idiots and flipped them off. She came up to the table where they were having lunch and pointed her mace can at them. Let's listen.
What are you doing? You cannot be serious. You just maced him. You just maced him. You just maced him and their food because you disagreed. Don't worry, I'm videotaping. Don't worry.
That's wrong, man.
I'm not going to.
That's not okay.
This is not for.
That is not okay.
Not okay.
You can't treat people like that.
What's wrong with you, lady?
That is wrong. You can't go around doing shit.
It's okay, guys. This is her car.
You maced somebody.
Don't worry, I got it. You weren't defending yourself, lady, and I've got this.
Did she hurt her?
I didn't do anything.
I think she was like a waitress in a past life.
I don't know. Hold on, dog.
They came around. They came around with the fucking pepper grinder.
They got the slow-mo, nigga. She came up under that nigga. He was trying to guard his face. She broke his guard. That nigga with the canister.
I'm telling she hit his food up too, because his food was probably bland. You need a little pepper, nigga.
So we gonna talk about white on white crime or what?
Hit it with that cayenne. That's all I know. Just hit it with that cayenne.
Oh, you didn't season your food? Let me help you out.
That's what you need. That's what you need. A little seasoning. That's all.
What would you do if you at the dog park with your dog? You know, rest in peace. You know, back in the day. And you just, you decide to put your mask down to eat your little snack, and some motherfucking woman just come and pepper spray you in the face.
Dude, this just be silly to me. We went to the pool today, and I'm about to go swimming in the pool. Outside. And they asked if we had a mask, and I was like, "What the fuck? We need a mask for? I'm about to go swimming. I'm taking a certain amount of risk on myself." But we've all taken that risk. What do you need me to wear a mask outside from the deck to the pool for?
I think people just this shit is driving people crazy, and that's the reason why, like that crazy doctor we talked about in the beginning. People are trying to like okay, maybe she gives us hope, and I think this shit is just driving people crazy, and we don't know how to live in a world, especially an American world society, where we're being asked to do something that we don't want to do.
I went downtown. I was trying to get some paperwork done, and I'm seeing a lot of people just walking around downtown with their mask on. And for me, if we outside and nobody is anywhere around me, I should be cool.
Right. Like right now, if I went to sell on my patio, why would I need to wear a mask? If my brother and my sister were out there just chilling, they shouldn't need to wear a mask. We all are existing in the same bubble of my apartment. They're sitting outside. There's no one around them. You're the dumbass that's now breaking the social distancing protocol to come up to them and tell them to put a mask on.
Right. Like if you stay the fuck away, if we outside and you stay the fuck away, shouldn't we be cool?
Shouldn't we be cool?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Even more than that, though, the context of, bitch, I'm eating. You can see me eating. So do I poke a hole in my mask to eat? And now what?
I'm telling you, just need some cayenne. That's all that knows. Your food wasn't seasoned properly.
People getting crazy. The world is just getting stupid, and I just think, I don't know, people just getting crazy. Crazier and crazier, man. That's why I'll be like, people be like, you want to come and do this? And I'll be like, it can just be 3 people there. And I'll be like, nah, it's just, I'm supposed to
what you need is a pepper ball.
Get that pepper ball. I don't know I don't know if she meant pepper spray or maybe those, are there pepper balls?
Like, I think it was like a bomb, like a pepper bomb.
Okay.
Like,
yeah. Because they hit niggas, if they got the little quote unquote non-lethal ammunition and it's filled with pepper, them niggas is cheating. That's just fucking you get hit in the eye. Not only is your eye missing, now your fucking brain is being infused with fucking raw Kanye pepper, nigga.
You say Kanye pepper. I don't want none of that Kanye pepper.
That Kanye. Cayenne. My bad.
Nigga lose his mind on that Kanye pepper, bro.
Oh no, that Kanye. That's probably what that doctor was talking about. She probably invented some Kanye pepper. It makes you say, Harriet Tubman ain't shit. Okay.
There it is. That's what it do.
That bitch didn't do nothing. She lazy.
Eddie tried to get it. That nigga ran to a little resort in Wyoming.
What's wrong?
It looked like he might try to get that divorce. I don't know, man.
Man, he just needs to chill the fuck out, bro. He needs to stay up there at his resort.
I almost killed my baby.
He needs to just chill out. He need to go back on his medication. Because it's obvious. He goes to these lows where it's just like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Anyway.
I don't know how he can't be president on his medication. I don't know if he can do it.
Yeah, he probably can't. You probably can't.
I think we need a raw Kanye for that.
Raw Kanye. Hey, you said raw? Speaking of raw. Speaking of, hey, you know what?
That's a segue, bro.
Here at the that's a good segue. Yeah, here at the show, we don't really talk about a lot of happy shit, man. But now we got a video with this happy couple. They are celebrating the birth of their child. Let's listen in.
Duct tape, really?
They ran out.
You're such an amazing rapper.
They ran out. I'm sorry.
An envelope? What could this be? What could this be? It's not shaking. It's not my necklace, I don't think. Let's open this up. Ooh, it feels kind of thick. Okay, hold on. It may be. This better be a ticket to Dubai for 2 weeks straight, round trip. Because you know I've been wanting to go to Dubai.
Open it up. Yeah, read it.
What is this?
You know what it is? I just want you to know that I know. Nevaeh's not mine. She's not my daughter.
You know what it is.
Tonight out of all nights. Why?
Hey, dog, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I'm still debating. Is this shit real? Because this kitchen look like every kitchen I've seen, and for what I've heard is in the kitchen.
I believe so, man. I think I've seen evidence that this was legit. This was authentic, man.
Listen, so you've been listening. So this man, who I guess he's had his suspicions if the daughter he's been presented to as his by this woman is really his. So he went out. He probably got the secret swab, got the results back, and held the results for the child's birthday and presented the mother of the child the results as if it was a gift for her.
And it had a bag. It was like nesting dolls.
It was like
Russian nesting dolls.
It was like the nesting dolls.
It's a bag.
This nigga had 8 bags. And then even in the bags, he had we got to the final bag. It had shit wrapped up with duct tape, as you heard when we started the video. And then within that duct tape wrapping paper, there was another envelope. This nigga, I know he was smiling big as shit when he was doing this. I know this nigga was smiling so big, like I knew this baby wasn't mine, nigga.
He went on more. I am not the father.
I'm not the father. She probably run through. No. Yeah, hold on. I don't think there's any more.
So I wanted you to know that I know Nevaeh's not mine. I've had doubts.
What
so I went
doubts?
that DNA test. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why would you do this?
Why'd you?
She loves you.
Why
would you do?
Why'd you do this, bitch?
I mean, that's foul as shit. But the original sin, I don't know, man. If you 3-year-old baby, and she got attached to you. This nigga, at the end of the video, you got to the end of the month to get out the house. You and Nevaeh.
But the thing is, though, you gotta be careful though, because there are some states that be like, "Nah, nigga, you still the daddy. You still
you took that responsibility." They will do that. So I don't know, man. That was cold blooded.
And of course, lost in the comedy of this all, there is a child who is now going to possibly lose the man that she thought was her father. Just like he thought the baby was his, and now had to deal with. I don't know who she is, but it takes a certain kind of person to lie to another human that a baby's yours. So I don't want to say she's a bad person, but it takes a certain kind of person to do that.
Well, you heard what she thought was in the gifts. Now, first and foremost, this is the daughter's birthday party.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. So
and if this nigga is giving her anything,
the pearl necklace,
that should be like super bonus. She's like, well, it should be that necklace I had my eye on, or if it's not, that's too. I don't hear nothing jingling, so it can't be the necklace. It better be my tickets to Dubai, because I've been wanting to go to Dubai for 2 weeks.
I'm like, no, I got your pearl necklace right here. We just don't need the baby to go to bed before I give it to you.
Skeet.
Oh, skeet. Yeah. So yeah, that's all bad. So yeah, sorry for that little girl, but fuck that lady. Yeah, hopefully this man. Hey man, that just will fuck with you. Hopefully that man finds some kind of peace, and true, it's not up to him to take care of that little girl, but hopefully he finds a way to stay in her life somehow because she sees you as her father, bro. So I don't know. I don't have no answers as far as the little girl.
She 3 years old.
I mean,
she'll probably get over it.
Get over down the line, but
yeah, in the short term, maybe some sort of transition.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, find the other dude. Who the other dude you was fucking when we was fucking? Let's find him.
Yeah. Or them. Like.
Wow. All right, man. Yeah, we discussed everything we came to discuss today. I mean,
yes, the anchor's holding it down.
Anchor's holding it down. I mean, Terry Crews talking about coons.
Nah, I'm cool.
You cool?
I'm cool.
You don't want to conquer our own negativity, brother?
Yes, let's flip coon to a positive thing.
Did you see that?
No, I saw it.
No, like we said, like I'm glad I got you, James, Tim Meters, Soldier, my brother, other people that like when I'm like just saying dumb shit on like not out in the social space, and people to go, yeah, I probably wouldn't say that out loud if I was you. Terry need that. I hope Terry has that. Hope he can get that because I'm sure if I would have put this in our chat group and said, look here, brothers, conquering our own negativity, you and James would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? It would have been just at least an hour of just nonstop memes and posts flaming my ass.
Yeah. We can't let our brother whom we break bread with falter, man.
You can't have
I am my brother's keeper.
Yeah, you can't have no more bread, nigga, till you get right. So we gonna get you right.
Straight up.
Shit. Well, I appreciate it, man. Allowing me to get moved in and doing the Sunday episode. Really appreciate that because we can't go 2 weeks. We got to keep. We've been being consistent. We got to stay consistent. I love it.
Indeed. So we're gonna come back at you next week.
Never ever miss a moment to break bread with your brothers. KC Start, half of the brothers of Doom, Joe Jeff, Triple B in the house. We out.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.